Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and you're watching iPhoneTopics.com. Today I came with an interesting video. Do you have any idea of what are the things to note when you buy a new MacBook? If not, then you need to know the basic things before purchasing a new MacBook. There are several things that you should keep in mind. I will list it out one by one in this video. First, you have to decide what is the purpose of using the MacBook, because if you're a school or college student, then you might need only 8GB of RAM, but then if you're looking for editing purpose, then you need large size of RAM, like minimum starting from 16GB and then NVMe SSD Hard drive and then 4GB professional graphics card and so on. There are different types of Mac which are available in the market, that is MacBook Air 13 inches, MacBook Pro 13 and 16 inches, Mac Pro and Mac Mini, iMac, etc. Normally, Mac Pro is mainly created for editors, programmers, etc. because they need a minimum of 32GB RAM, 256GB SSD, and additionally they need some powerful graphic options like 2 MPX modules of 128GB of GDDR6 memory, etc. So it is the best one for editors and programmers, and the price start at $5,999. Since it is more expensive, ordinary people can't afford to buy this model. And then when we come to Mac Mini and iMac, it is specially designed for students and office purpose. So by watching the video till the end, you can know which model will be suitable for your convenience. First, let's see the similar things in the MacBook Pro 13 inches and MacBook Air 13 inches. They both have a 13.3 Retina display with 2560 x 1600 pixel, 8-core Apple M1 chip, 16GB storage, and as well as 2 TB storage capacity of SSD, 720 pixel FaceTime HD camera. These are all the same things that both have. Here come the differences between the two. Okay, the first one is the weight. The MacBook Air 13 is 1.29 kg, and at the same time the MacBook Pro 13 is 1.4 kg. And when it comes to the battery performance or battery life, in MacBook Air the charge lasts for only 18 hours and in the MacBook Pro it lasts for 20 hours. Next is about the security. In MacBook Air 13 we have a Touch ID sensor, and in the MacBook Pro 13 it has both Touch ID sensor and touch bar. The touch bar is nothing but it gives access to the particular applications in the MacBook. At last, MacBook Air 13 is suitable for students and occasional users to watch online movies, etc. because students especially like the ultra lightweight and portable size, and they won't like to handle the heavy weight laptop, right? So MacBook Air is the correct one for the students. Most importantly, MacBook Pro 13 is suitable for average users. Now let's see about the MacBook Pro 16-inch M1 2020. Lots of people are interested in buying this large screen MacBook, especially most professional developers, graphic designers, wedding photo and video creators, 3D modeling, Photoshop users prefer this MacBook Pro because they need the large size of memory and RAM, right? It has 16 Retina display with 3072 x 1920 pixels and 8-core Intel i9 processors, and as well as 64GB memory and 8TB storage. When it comes to the battery level, it will stand for 11 hours, and it's also different from the weight of the MacBook Air. You can't decide your system configuration based on your current situation, because in the future you are not the only person using computer. Also, your system based requirement change at some point. So before buying the laptop, consider the system configuration. Not only the system configuration, but then also you have to consider 4 things, that is, number 1, NVMe SSD hard drive, RAM, professional graphics card, number of the processor core, and the CAC speed. I'll say everything in detail. First, NVMe SSD hard drive. Actually, it increases the OS booting time. For example, a normal hard drive takes 2 minutes for the booting process, but SSD hard drive can do that in 15 seconds. By that, you can save a lot of time and avoid stress, right? And secondly, we need to consider the RAM. Simultaneously, if you want to run more than 3 to 4 applications at the same time, like Photoshop, video editing software, MS Word, Chrome browser, you need more RAM, right? Each application wants a minimum of 3 to 4GB RAM to run fast. So your system must have at least 16GB of RAM to run the latest applications. So that is more essential. Third one is the most important thing, that is professional graphics card. If you want to run some video editing apps, then it requires a graphics card, and also if you want to run games, editing applications, 3D programs, each application requires a graphics card to produce a high quality preview in your monitor or good quality video output. That time your system must need a graphic card for sure. So think now. At last, we should consider the number of processor cores and cache speed, because the processor runs different application process. So if your PC processor has lots of cores, it will be very helpful for you. For example, each core runs different application process like Chrome, MS Office, Final Cut Pro at the same time. So it's very important that you should note the number of processors before you buy a MacBook. Have you got it? So guys, that's it. We came to the end of the video, and I hope this video will help you to select the best version in Mac according to your purpose and needs. I'm sure you will choose the right one based on the category. Now you got some idea to buy the right one in this video, right? If you find this video helpful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to iPhoneTopics.com and tap on the bell icon so that you'll be notified when we post a new video. Bye bye.